we'll go ahead and keep it right here as you see the coin toss. It's going to be Dewar will get the ball first. And if you've not been to Cherokee High School in the past, 5, 6, 7 years or so, this facility here is one of the best in the state, bar none, any class. A great turf field, a tremendous track. A couple of years ago during COVID, they hosted a state track meet here. They got all those kids and all those teams to come to Cherokee for a state track meet, which may never happen again.
No, it was a great deal for Cherokee, and they did a good job of putting it on.
Well, Dewar and Cherokee, this is their first matchup since they played in the semifinals back in 2010. Cherokee won that game, and then a week later went on to win the state championship. So Bryce Schonbacher and Coach Josh Bean, they're old friends. They've been wanting to do this for a while. They finally, with the 0 week and everything, giving you a little bit of flexibility to your schedule, they had a chance to get each other on the schedule. And next year, Cherokee will make the long trip to Dewar. A matter of fact, how long is it? 3.5 hours, 216 miles. You just go to Enid, jump on 412, head east over to Tulsa, go south. Right before you get to I-40, hang a left at Henrietta, and you will find Dewar. And the Dewar Dragons getting ready to make their appearance there in the southeast corner of the field as they huddle one more time. Cherokee's just about ready to go. The home red uniforms, the white numbers trimmed in black and the white helmets. Dewar in the road white, the orange numbers trimmed in black with the black helmets as well. It's pretty darn warm, about 92 degrees. Doesn't seem to be much of a breeze out there right now. The breeze that is blowing is from the south-southeast. As here come the Dewar Dragons. A team that made it to the state semifinals a year ago, lost to Balco Forgan. 2 years ago during the COVID year, they won the state championship. And really, one of the best eight-man programs on the eastern side of the state. You talk about, Davenport, who's having a bit of a struggle this year. There's some pretty good eight-man teams over there, but Dewar year in and year out, they're really, really good. Boy, Cherokee's ready to go. They're on the field, and Dewar making the run down to the west end of the field to take a knee for a moment. Now they'll come out there and get ready to go. Josh Bean, the head coach at Dewar, has been there for 18 years. And Bryce Schonbacher in his 15th year at Cherokee. A year ago, they went 3-8. They were 8-2 in 2020, and 12-2 made it to the semifinals back in 2019. And they're a consistently winning program. They had a bunch of injuries a year ago. I think a Lake Lyon, who was probably their best athlete, who got hurt last year. That was an issue last year. But this is a team, we talk about how Dewar reloads. Cherokee is really in that same boat as well.
Yeah, last year they had, game after game, you had people switching positions, and it's just hard to get any consistency at all when you have to do that throughout the year.
Alberto Alvarez will tee it up from the 40-yard line, and we are underway, but they'll think somebody was offsides. They're going to probably move Cherokee back 5 yards. That's one of those mistakes you don't want to make on the opening kickoff because you don't want to give Dewar any better field position than you have to, but they'll move them back to the 35 and try it again. Cherokee a year ago, despite going 3-8, they did make the playoffs, lost to Laverne 54-8 in the first round. And back deep for the Dragons, Cole Miller and Keelan Berry. We'll talk about their quarterback a lot starting in just a moment when he comes out there. We'll tell you the story on Zach Mullen, as he is a transfer in from Class 3A Chakotah. He played at Chakotah last year, put up some pretty good numbers, and I saw some film on him. Looks pretty darn good. So here's the Alvarez kick toward the near sideline. This will angle out of bounds, so this should be taken at the 45 possibly. Yeah, the 45 because of the penalty. Oh, they're going to do it again. Move them back. They'll try it again from the 30-yard line this time. So the field position game already. No time has run off the clock. And we are already putting themselves in a position. The kick now from the 30-yard line. Well, I will tell you this, Cherokee cannot afford to make a bunch of mistakes tonight, and they're getting off to a slow start. The return guys are at the 34 and 25-yard line respectively. A short kick angling toward the near side. This is out of bounds again. They're going to take it back to the 25 this time.
Yeah, he's kicking them all off the side of his foot, going it Both times it went the same direction.
So we are off to a slow start. It can only go up from here for the Chiefs. When we get a chance to see Dewar's offense, they run from a spread formation. They have 2 returning starters on each side of the ball, but I want to tell you, they've got a lot of talent. I know Coach thinks this is a very talented squad, although a little bit inexperienced. They'll get that experience as they go here. So a new kicker this time. Let Quentin Gibson try it, and he'll squib it. And it's loose and almost covered by Cherokee, but it is covered by Christian Cargola. So really good field position for Dewar to start this drive. Be 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. They'll start the drive in Cherokee territory. And it gives us a chance to tell you about their quarterback, Zach Mullard. He's a transfer from Chakota. They were 3-8 a year ago, and they're in Class 3A. Good arm. From what I saw, a quick release, reads the field well. It's going to be fun to watch him play. He threw for over 1,100 yards last year, completed 62% of his passes, 12 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. And on first down, a handoff to Nevin Corbin, who we'll talk about. He is a returning running back from a year ago, and he is stacked up. They'll give him forward progress to the line of scrimmage, so no gain. That's a good start for Cherokee, their first defensive play, as they just swarmed to the ball.
Yeah, Whiteside's the one that made that happen, made him cut back. Then the troops arrived and made a good tackle.
So 2nd down and 10 from the 44-yard line, and this time is a little draw up the middle, and running back, that's the quarterback. That is Mullen taking it to the house. And on the video I saw him run the ball a little bit, but not that much, but he looked pretty good on that run.
Yeah, Cherokee kind of over-pursued that, and they got to the line there and he cut back, and there's nobody there.
So the 44-yard touchdown run for Zach Mullen, the junior quarterback. And Dewar scores in 2 plays, 11:23 to play in the first quarter. They're on top 6-0 and will go for 2. So they got that great stop on first down, but they could not contain the quarterback on 2nd and 10.
You got Cordola at quarterback.
And he will hand off and stop shy of the goal line. Leading the way for Cherokee was Brant Fales on the tackle. So 11:23 to play in the first quarter. It's 6-0 Dewar. We'll take a break. You're watching the Game of the Week on Scordo.
This is your moment. You've got what it takes. The grit to get from first steps to finishing touches. You're here to train, to put in the hours. Because today's hard work gives you an edge. To get hired, to earn more, to fine-tune a future to be proud of. Career Tech. Get skilled, get paid.
Scott Streller and team have been proudly serving the Edmond community for over 30 years. At the Streller Agency, we take pride in offering premier service and the highest quality insurance available: auto, home, life, and more. Our award-winning team has over 150 years combined experience to offer, and we're always working hard to make sure you never have to worry and always have peace of mind. So call or visit StrellerAgency.com today for your custom quote.
Well, Zach Mullen, the quarterback, transferred in from Chakota, wasted no time putting his imprint on his Dewar Dragons, a 44-yard touchdown run on the second offensive snap of the ball game, capping a 2-play 44-yard drive in 37 seconds. 2-point conversion run is no good, and now Ashton Hawkins will kick it away. Nice kick will get into the end zone, and Cherokee will take over 1st down and 10 from the 20-yard line. So we get a chance to see the Cherokee Chiefs. Quarterback is Kai McHenry. A week ago, they beat Beaver 56-6, and they didn't complete a pass. Kai McHenry 0 for 4 passing. He did carry the ball 5 times for 80 yards and a couple of touchdowns. 10 different Chiefs scored last week. 10 different carried the football last week, and a bunch of them scored as well. So the drive will start at the 20-yard line with 11:23 to play in the first quarter. And now Cherokee needs to answer from the pistol, and a whistle blows, and Somebody probably moved, and they're going to move Cherokee back. And if that is the case, that would be what? One offensive play into the ball game and the fourth penalty?
Offsides on Dewar.
Oh, it's going to be against Dewar. So 5 yards the easy way makes it 1st down and 5. Jumping to conclusions, I shouldn't do that. Nathan Phillips is the starting running back. 9 carries, 87 yards rushing last week, 9.7 yards a carry. We'll bring a wide out to the left and the right. Tied into the left side. And from the gun, McHenry this time. They put the man in motion from left to right. That's Lathan Golden. And McHenry wants to throw, and there's his first completion of the year for about 4 yards. And making the catch was Golden. Lathan Golden, the man in motion, out in the flat, makes the catch for a gain. We'll say 2 yards to bring up. We'll give him a 3-yard gain to bring up 3rd down and 2, or 2nd down and 2.
Yeah, did a good job hold on to that because the defensive back hit him just as he received the ball.
So the ball resting at the 28-yard line. Tom Nelson and the coach, Randy Turney, with you from Cherokee tonight. Our crew on camera, Jacob Woody, and producer-engineer is Caden LaFortune. 2nd down and 2. Fake the give, quarterback up the middle. 1st down yardage and a yard or 2 more. To the 31-yard line, it's Kai McHenry. So the gain from the 28-yard line to the 32 is a gain of 4 and move the chains, 1st down. Kai McHenry, a really good athlete, basketball player, track, athlete for all seasons here at Cherokee, which, of course, in a small school you're going to do. If you're a good athlete, they'll put you to work.
And the best thing, he's a junior.
Got him again, got him for the – they kind of threw him to the Wolves last year as a sophomore at quarterback. 1st down and 10, 2 wideouts left. And McHenry wants to throw a little out pattern. And Golden nearly picked as the ball was popcorned up in the air and almost intercepted by Ashton Hawkins, the linebacker coming out there to cover Golden. So it'll be 2nd down and 10.
Throws a little bit high, and he tried to bat that up in there and catch it. And like you said, he tried it 2 or 3 times before it hit the ground.
So 2nd down and 10, a little less than 2 minutes into this ball game. Cherokee and Dewar, the Dragons on top 6-0 as they scored on their first possession on 2 plays. 44-yard touchdown run by the quarterback. Option to the right side. Late pitch and a short gain as McHenry waited to the very last minute to pitch. Not a whole lot there.
No, they ran that to the short side that time, and Dewar strung it out good there and used the sideline to their advantage.
Yeah, a loss of 1 for Nathan Phillips in the carry that brings up 3rd down and 11 from back at the 31-yard line. This drive started at the 20-yard line after the kick into the end zone. They've manufactured 1 first down, but now they're looking at 3rd down and long. Colby Roberts in the slot to the right. Put the man in motion, that's Golden. And he tries to find Golden out in the left flat. It's incomplete. Golden hadn't turned around yet as the pressure was coming on Kai McHenry.
Yeah, not much time there to throw that ball. At the time he got set up, he had a guy right in his face.
So 4th down and 11. We'll see Colby Roberts to step back and punt. He'll stand inside his 20-yard line. He would be kind of punting into the breeze. It's kind of a southeast breeze, which this is a east-west running field. Snap is back, and the kick is away. High and short. Let's see what kind of bounce it takes. It takes a chief bounce and will be downed just inside the 45-yard line. So Cherokee's first drive comes up empty, and the Dragons will take over 1st down and 10. There is a flag. Hold the phone.
Base mask on Cherokee.
It'll be on Cherokee when they're going to mark it off. It happened when the ball landed, it looks like, so they're going to mark it off down into Cherokee territory. They'll be at the 40-yard line, which is where this drive will start. So 2 drives already. The 2nd drive here for Dewar that will start in Cherokee territory with 9:50 to play in the 1st quarter. Zach Mullen in the gun. Has Corbin to his left. Wideouts left and right. Low snap picked up. He'll show the arm. Has a man wide open. But he laid him out there, and the receiver could not run under that one, as that was Triton Mack, a 6'3", 163-pound senior who could not run that one down. But I saw on the film from Chakotah last year that he can throw the football, has a really quick release. He gets rid of it quick from what I saw on the film. We'll watch that tonight as well at 2nd down and 10. Option, pitch left side in the hands of Corbin. Corbin first down and more, and he laid a lick at the end of that run before stepping out of bounds as he knocked over Colby Roberts. Nevin Corbin, strong runner, sees the field well. Not a speed burner, but I tell you what, he can get it done. He's pretty quick. And the handoff up the middle to Corbin again.
You can tell he's built low to the ground. He's going to give you a punch, too, when he hits you.
Yeah, that first carry of that drive for Corbin was 13 yards. That one's going to be 3 more down to the 24-yard line. As Dewar knocking on the door again.
Left end, I think, went too quick.
It'll mark them back 5. It'll make it 2nd down or about 12 or so by the time they mark this off. This is our 2nd game of the week this week. Last night, Mark Rogers and Adam Dieselhorst went over to, I think it was in Hominy, wasn't it? They were in Hominy last night for the Hominy-Cleveland game. It was all Hominy, big rivalry game.
100th game.
Actually, I think we found out it was the 101st.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they found out later it was the 101st. They missed the 100th anniversary by a year. 2nd down and 12. There's Corbin again, pushing the pile, back down to the 24-yard line, which is where they were before the penalty. That'll bring up, 3rd down and 7 again. And a flag from the defensive side. The official over there throw the flag. He must have lined up offsides.
He threw that from the backfield.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what threw me, because they hadn't snapped it yet, and I thought he was going to get off the field in plenty of time.
So move it down to the 19-yard line, 3rd down and 2. Definitely 2-down territory here now for Dewar. Right up the middle, running room for Corbin. He'll be tripped up shy of the end zone, but it's a 1st down and much more down to the 3-yard line, a gain of 16.
Nothing fancy, right up inside. Good blocking by the line that time.
So 1st down and goal from the 3. Give it to Corbin, into the end zone. Touchdown, Dragons, and they jump on top 12-0 early as Nevin Corbin scores from 3 yards out. He's got 40 yards rushing, 6 carries, and now a touchdown. They'll go for 2. They're 0 for 1 on 2-point conversions in this one after missing on the first touchdown. Mullen, the quarterback, puts the man in motion. They're going to give it to Corbin again, who pushes toward the end zone and gets in for 2. 8:37 to play in the first quarter. Very quickly, it's 14-0 Dewar. We'll take a break. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Alfalfa Electric Cooperative in Cherokee, Oklahoma is proud to be member-owned. We have been providing affordable and dependable service to communities in Oklahoma and Kansas since 1937. Ask about our Smart Hub app, where you can pay your bills, report outages, and check usage. At Alfalfa Electric Cooperative, we strive every day to be the best we can be, and we encourage all our local athletes to do the same. Go Chiefs! Dr. Devin Nightingale is your chiropractic choice in North Edmond with easy access from Cashion, Guthrie, Luther, and all the Oklahoma City surrounding areas. As a former college athlete, Dr. Nightingale understands the importance of a fully functioning body to gain that competitive edge. Also certified in prenatal and pediatric treatments, Dr. Nightingale sees all types of patients, ranging from 2 weeks old to 97 years old. We offer conservative treatments to get you back in the game, whether you're a weekend warrior or a professional athlete. So give us a call at 405-471-5565 for a free consultation today.
The Dragons capitalize in the short field. 7 plays, 40 yards from the drive. It took 1 minute and 13 seconds as Nevin Corbin scores from 3 yards out, and he takes it in for the 2-point conversion. And once again, another offsides. This time it'll be Dewar getting marked back 5 yards. This is the 4th penalty we've seen on kickoff so far, just getting underway here. When Nevin Corbin, we were talking about during the break, he was hunting out people to run over, it looked like, on that last drive. So Ashton Hawkins will tee it up back at the 35-yard line. Lots of sunshine going down to our west. Temperature probably around 90 degrees. I'll be ready for October to get here when it cools down a little bit. We'll try the kick again. Angling toward the left side, and that will go out of bounds. Another faulty kick. Let's see here. It is officially in beautiful downtown Cherokee, Oklahoma, 90 degrees, and it feels like 92. Well, this gives Cherokee a little bit better field position. They'll take anything they can get right now. Dewar with their opener here tonight. They, of course, had a couple of scrimmages. Cherokee made the long drive out to the Panhandle to take on Beaver, and they won that ball game by 50. That game ended. They played all the way to the final minute and a half or so of that game before Cherokee scored to get to the mercy rule. So kick it off from the 30-yard line this time. Another decent kick taken by Golden through his hands and will angle out of bounds. It's going to be 1st and 10 around the 10-yard line. Wow. A very inauspicious start for the Chiefs.
He hit a line drive and about head-eye that time and went off his hands and went to the sideline out of bounds.
So Cherokee will take over on their own 9-yard line. 8 minutes and 34 seconds to play in the first quarter. Down 14-0. They need to string something together.
Yeah, playing the first quarter all on their end of the field.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Randy Turney back with the headphones on tonight. So glad to have you back with us, Coach. You and I have been doing this for a while now, and I'll come to Cherokee if it means getting you on the headset. So 1st down and 10. There's your quarterback. Yeah. Breaks. Almost broke free. Kai McHenry.
Yeah.
Out across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 26. They needed that one, a 17-yard gain.
Yeah, Christian Cardola, if he doesn't grab him out of the ankles that time, he's gone.
So 17 yards. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. It gets them out of the shadow of their own goalpost, which they were literally in the shadow of their old goalpost based on what where the sun is going down behind the goalpost down there. 1st down and 10. And it's, great one-on-one play, and a flag comes in late. I think that they will say that a nice play by Cade Henderson, but he might have reached up high and personal foul face mask. So, yeah. So they will mark it off from back where the tackle happened at the 19-yard line.
Official had a good look at it because he was standing right there.
So it'll be a 1st down again from the 35, and if you're the Chiefs, you take him any way you can get him.
Yeah, Henderson did a good job. He stayed at home. He was playing the defensive end, and they were trying to run a fake there, but he did a good job and shot that out.
Option pitch right side. There's Nathan Phillips trying to get to the edge, out to the 40-yard line. Once again, Dewar did a pretty good job stringing it out, but he picks up 5 to bring up 2nd down and 5.
Yeah, Christian Cardola on the stop for Dewar. pretty good pickup on first down. He got about half of it.
Exactly right. You just want to stay on schedule, move the chains, and at this point you want to keep your offense on the field to keep Dewar's offense off the field. At this
Nothing
point.
else, get some field position back.
Exactly right. 2nd and 5 from the 40. And a timeout before we get underway. Timeout Dewar will take it with them. 7:22 to play in the first quarter. The Dragons on top 14-0, and you're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, presented by High Plains Insurance.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
With over 24 flavors of iced tea, HTO is your new destination for the best premium water and iced tea in all of Oklahoma. Offering around 500 drink combinations and half-price tea during happy hour, this is your ultimate tea playground. With a location open in Ardmore and numerous locations coming soon, including the Village in South Oklahoma City, be sure to stop by HTO and experience the best tea you've ever sipped on. 2nd down and 5 for Cherokee at their own 40-yard line. They trailed Dewar 14-0, 7:22 to play in the first quarter. Tom Nelson, the coach. Randy Turney with you from Cherokee tonight on a beautiful Friday night for high school football. Not quite under the Friday night lights yet. That's coming. Kai McHenry wants to throw. A little out pattern caught. And a little extra running room for Colby Roberts. Only a yard or two, but it will be enough for a first down. Give him 7 on the reception for Kai McHenry, his second completion. For Colby Roberts, his first catch of the year. Out to the 47-yard line, and Cherokee putting together a nice drive here.
Yep, good drive. There's a good little crossing route there to the sideline. Nice throw by McHenry to pick up that first down.
We talked about Cherokee beating Beaver last week, 56-6. They jumped out 24-0 at the end of the first quarter. Outgained Beaver 376-71 in that ball game. They hold Beaver to 4 yards rushing. They've given up more than that already in this one. Option pitch right side. Phillips. Nathan Phillips turns it up, gets across midfield. And on 1st down and 10, he picks up about 5 to keep them on schedule. 2nd down.
Good-looking option play that time. McHenry held that got rid of it just in time and able to pick up good yardage on 1st down.
You know, we talked about the experience a lot of these Cherokee kids, these young Cherokee kids got a year ago having to play because of the injury situation. That pays off now, you would think.
Yeah, he got thrown into the quarterback spot last year because of the line getting hurt, and it's paying off dividends this year.
Pass complete inside the 40-yard line down to the 36. That's Lathan Golden with the reception.
Good run by Golden after the catch. Made one guy miss.
12 yards, 1st down. Second catch by Golden tonight. He had a 3-yarder and now a 12-yarder.
Cherokee's done a good job of mixing up their plays. You can't just sit on the run all the time. They thought after watching the Beaver game, that's where thought they all are going to see. But it's been half and half.
A little more than halfway through the first quarter, 5:45 to play in the first. 14-0 Dewar. Pistol formation, option, pitch right side Phillips, and he'll be leveled shy of the line of scrimmage. And leading the way, that's Dominic Celestine.
A little help there from Cardola. He's been on a lot of plays there on the right-hand side of the offensive side of the football.
2nd down and 10 from the 36-yard line. Nice crowd of fans made the trip over from Dewar, which, as we said, 3.5 hours when you're driving it from south of Tulsa over here. Next year, Cherokee will go that way. Set up the screen pass. In traffic, it's incomplete, and that was nearly picked off. They blew that one up and had it figured out quickly. It was intended for Nathan Phillips.
Yeah, 2 of the linemen, they let them through, but the other one stayed back there, and he did a good job of breaking that up.
So now second down, take it back, third down and 10. Coming the 9th play of the drive that started back on the 9-yard line. Is the down marker right? I thought it was 3rd and 10. The scoreboard shows 3rd and 10 as well. The down marker says 2nd and 10. We'll see. Pass left side, man open, it's intercepted.
Drop.
Oh, incomplete, he dropped it.
Yep.
Nearly intercepted by Triton Mack. And now it should be 4th down. Well, there it's 4th down. The marker's correct now. So Cherokee wants to call a timeout. They've got a 4th and 10 situation coming up at the Dewar 36-yard line. We'll take a break and be right back. You're watching the Game of the Week on Scortal, presented by High Plains Insurance.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news. The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options and lots of places to buy, but only one choice for an auto loan. Communication Federal Credit Union.
You look at the schedule for Cherokee. They opened up last week with Beaver, but boy, tonight starts just a
Gauntlet.
Gauntlet, exactly right. They've got Dewar tonight. They host Shattuck next week. Then Sealing. Sealing's, I think they're picked to win their district. At Balco Forgan, and then against OBA. And OBA's got a really good team before they go on the road to Garber, and Garber's good as well. So I tell you what, it's just getting started right now for Cherokee, and they've got 4th down and 10. They'll go for it here at the Dewar 36-yard line. McHenry wants to throw, and he'll be sacked, and that'll end the drive back at the 45.
Jailbreak. About 4 guys with white shirts. He didn't have a chance.
Yeah, leading the way was Cade Henderson, 6'2", 220, a junior. So they'll mark it at the 45, so it is a loss of 9. And pretty darn good starting field position once again for Dewar. At least they are not starting in Cherokee territory this time. They'll start at their own 45-yard line. But that was a pretty good drive. Just came up empty. 10 plays.
Used a lot of clock, too, in this first quarter.
Yeah, that drive started at the 8:34 mark, and we're at 4:46 now. So 1st down and 10 at the 45-yard line for Dewar. Nevin Corbin, 6 carries, 40 yards, and a touchdown. He's lined up behind his quarterback, Zach Mullen. Pitch right side. He fumbled it for a moment, and he tries to step out of a tackle, but Cherokee stayed home nicely. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is just about it. He was cleaned up by Kai McHenry, the linebacker.
Yeah. Aiden Sanborn is the first guy there, the defensive end.
Loss of 1, back to the 44. And this time, Mullen wants to throw. A little slant is caught. A couple yards short of the 1st down. A little 10-yard slant. And it's reeled in by Triton Mack. Be 3rd down and 2. Mack's first catch of the night.
Probably get a good dose of number 9 right now, Corbin.
From the 47-yard line, 3rd down and 2. They got to get inside the 45. There you go. Give it to Corbin, 1st down. He just kind of turned around and backed into it, picked up a couple of extra yards down to the 41. Moved the chains, a gain of 6.
Yeah, about 3 guys from Cherokee there on the stop, but he just pushed the ball forward about 2 more yards after he got hit.
So 1st down and 10 in Cherokee territory at the 41. Mullen wants to throw this time. Slant. Ball was deflected away at the line of scrimmage. I don't know who knocked it down, but somebody did. Incomplete.
think it's big number 80, Jake Whiteside's got his hands up that time. Almost got a deflection.
We are so glad to have you watching wherever you may be. I would imagine we've got some Dewar fans watching tonight who didn't want to make the trip out here. So far, so good for them. Quarterback draw up the middle. And Mullen is gone. Second rushing touchdown, 41 yards out. That'll make it 20-0. I didn't see much running film of Zach Mullen from a year ago, but he's showing us something in this one.
Yeah, the same play he scored on earlier. Fake it to number 9. If you don't stay home, then he's going to hurt you.
Well, he has 2 carries for 85 yards and 2 touchdowns. They'll go for 2, and that time it's Cole Miller into the end zone. 3:12 to play in the first half. A quick start for Dewar on the road. They lead 20-0. You're watching the game of the week. We got a flag on the play.
Yep.
Keep it right here.
Let's see.
Don't go anywhere. We'll try it again.
Against Dewar.
Yep. So no 2-point conversion yet. Well, this one has gotten off to the start that Cherokee did not want, but they'll take it back to the
10-yard penalty.
Yep, 10-yard penalty back to the 12-yard line. They'll try for 2 again. Talk about Zach Mullen, 6 foot tall, 175 pounds. Pretty good size. He's showing to be a dual threat quarterback, as we're seeing tonight. He rolls to his right this time to the end zone, back across his body. Nice throw on the run, and the 2-point conversion, the reception good.
Yeah, defenders either got pushed or fell down, one or the other.
So we'll take a break. 3:12 to play in the first half. 22-0 Dewar. You're watching the game of the week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
It's time to stop worrying about what's for dinner. Whether you're planning an event or just need meals at your doorstep, let Devlin prepare and deliver fresh food wherever and whenever you need it. Choose from our variety of fresh catering and prepped meals and enjoy the delicious, nutritious food you deserve. Do what you do best while Devlin takes care of the rest. Visit devlinllc.com to see what we can do for you.
Well, Dewar scores on a 5-play drive, covered 55 yards, and it took a minute and 33 seconds off the clock. So there are 3 drives, there are 3 scoring drives, 2 plays, 37 seconds, 7 plays, a minute 13, and now 5 plays, a minute 33, and they lead 22-0. The 2-point conversion, Mullen to Ashton Hawkins with the catch at the back of the end zone. And there's Hawkins with the kick this time. And a return, picked up at the 19. Angling toward the near side of the field, that is Colby Roberts. And Colby Roberts will get it across the 30-yard line to the 37. And that is where Cherokee will take over, first down and 10. And this drive will start with 3 minutes and 6 seconds to play in the first quarter. It's been all Dewar. 44-yard run by Zach Mullen, a 3-yard run by Nevin Corbin, and a 41-yard run by Mullen. And a couple of 2-point conversions as well. McHenry calls his own number up the middle, and I'll tell you what, they filled that gap and brought him down in a hurry. I think it was Isaac Powell.
Yeah, and Corbin, the defensive end over there, he didn't get blocked. He came in from the backside. Their ends are pretty good. Number 8, Corbin, and number 26, Henderson.
Yeah. They'll give him a couple of yards to the 39-yard line. Second down and 8. 2.5 to play in the first quarter. McHenry to throw, looking left. Out, ball is caught, flag flies. The catch made by Lathan Golden. He'll get first down yardage. It's a hold against Cherokee, so.
And he threw the flag right in the middle of where the offensive line were standing, so you figured it was going to be a holding goal.
They'll mark it off from the 35-yard line back to the 25. So the 10-yard penalty from the spot makes it second down at about 22. So Cherokee going backwards.
Good throw again there by McHenry. All for naught, but it's put it right on the money.
Best thing about these games for Cherokee is they're not district games. You get a chance to play against good competition and then get ready for district play, which starts when they play OBA. McHenry across the middle as a man. Oh, it's off the fingertips of the intended receiver, Colby Roberts. He should have had that one.
Yep, should have been caught.
Should have been caught.
Good throw. Right in the numbers.
Hit him in a tough spot, right on the hands. That'll bring up third down and 22. So glad to have you with us. Of course, you might be following along on Squirtle Pay Dirt tonight as well. They're keeping you updated on this ball game. That's a great option if you wanted to follow a bunch of games. We've got 8 feature games across the state that we are following, including this one. We've got a timeout. Let's take a break and pay a bill or two. 2:15 to play in the first half. First quarter, still the first quarter, 22-0, and you're watching the game of the week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
For over 50 years, Tulsa Tech has helped people find new career paths, jobs, and a successful future. We've partnered with Tulsa businesses to grow our economy and help train the workforce of our community. During these uncertain times, one thing is for sure. Tulsa Tech will be here when life returns to normal, helping people make their own path. We will get through this together.
Are you looking for a bank that provides excellent security and safety for your account information? Then Bank Central is made for you. When you use our website, bcna.com, you can pay bills, check account balances, download statements, and even manage your debit card. With our mobile app, you can do all that, plus make deposits as easily as taking a picture with your phone. Talk to a CSR at any of our 6 locations to find the products that work best for your banking needs. At Bank Central, we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
Let's check the Squirtle scoreboard really quick. Some Class B scores for you. Over on the east side, Welch over Copan, 28-0. Tipton shutting out Alec, 30-0. Canton over Gary, 24-0. Barnsdale leading Foyle, 38-0. Turpin over Tyrone out in the Panhandle, 34-0. Garber and Summit Christian tied at 14 in the second quarter. Waynoka, boy, I tell you what, they showed a lot last week as they hammered Balco Forgan. They're shutting out O'Keene, 28-0. O'Keene beat Pond Creek Hunter last week, and there's a play going nowhere. The screen set up to Nathan Phillips, and you get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Yeah, number 9, Nevin Corbin, doing it on both sides of the ball.
No doubt about it.
He's playing linebacker and going to the football.
So 4th down and 22 now, and Colby Roberts will punt. He'll stand inside his 15-yard line, and it looks like Dewar will get very good field position again. Oh, they will. They're going to throw the flag late. That's a good call as the punter was hit after he got it away, and now a flag on the return as Cole Miller stays on his feet, finally tackled at the 44-yard line. But is this going to be a personal foul, or is it going to be just running into the kicker?
I thought he might got a piece of the ball that time because he was right there.
I think they may say it was deflected. I think that may be.
They're going to talk about it.
They're going to pick this flag up and say that it was deflected.
But there's another flag on the 45.
On the
I think that's a block.
Yep, illegal block.
Yep.
Block in the back. That'll go against Dewar and push them back just a little bit. So the Dragons, let's see where they mark this off to. We are still in the first quarter. This first quarter has taken forever. Which I guess when you consider how far Dewar drove, they're trying to get their money's worth.
Had a lot of penalties.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
Had 3 or 4 to start the game before we got it kicked off.
So back to the 36-yard line. This drive will start with 1:26 to play in the first quarter. Let's see, Hollis over Wilson 16-0. OBA over Southwest Covenant 22-6. Arcoma leading Midway 16-8, while Rika over Destiny Christian 32-6. Waletka over Gans 14-0. Sealing on top of Cyril 32-0. I think Sealing's pretty good, and they come in here in a few weeks. First down and 10. Play action. Going deep, has a man, overshoots him. Intended to find Cole Miller between down the right seam. It's incomplete on the coverage. Was Lathan Golden, second down and 10.
Had him open, just overthrew him about 5 yards.
So Zach Mullen passing is 1 for 4 for 10 yards. He's been getting it done with his feet so far in this one. First down and 10. Handoff up the middle, and there goes Corbin. He busts free. Corbin will take it to the house. Touchdown, no flags. 64 yards. 64 yards for Nevin Corbin, his second rushing touchdown, and it is now 28-0 with the two-point conversion upcoming. I'm impressed so far with Dewar.
Yeah, Corbin, he's a pretty impressive player. He's got a lot of power. He can just run right over you, and that time he just ran by the secondary.
Coach told me, and when I talked to him on the phone, that Nevin Corbin, he's not a burner. I think he runs about a 4.7, I think is what I saw on the 40. Not a burner, but boy, he just runs hard and he gets it done. Rolling right, pass, deflected away for 2, incomplete. 1:11 to play in the first quarter still. 28-0 Dewar. We'll take a break. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Banking is as easy as ACB. At ACB Bank, you get a local community bank with all the conveniences of a big bank. With friendly staff and local service, they make your banking experience simple. They offer online bill pay, mobile banking, and now mobile deposit. You can download the ACB Bank app in the App Store or Google Play. Drop by your local branch today in Cherokee, Wacomas, and Garber, or visit them online at acbbank.net. ACB Bank. Modern banking. Traditional values.
Stream with Pioneer iVideo and more. Live, recorded, on demand, all in HD. Easily find and watch your favorite shows and movies. Anywhere, on any device, perfect for the entire family. And easy to use. Enjoy Pioneer iVideo today.
Nevin Corbin busts over 100 yards rushing on that last 64-yard touchdown run, capped a two-play 64-yard drive, took just 15 seconds off the clock, two-point conversion pass incomplete, 1:11 to play in the first quarter. It is now 28-0. And the quick drives as Dewar wasting no time, 2 plays to score, 7 plays to score, 5 plays to score, and once again 2 plays to score a touchdown.
Big play offense.
Exactly right. Nice kick, as Ashton Hawkins' kick will be picked up inside the 5 when the return to the near sideline is Colby Roberts, and he'll get back to the 15. And I tell you what, an 8-man football, a kicker that's good is a weapon.
That's right. We don't have a number 14, but nice stuff that time by Dewar.
You know what? I know that's Ben Atigwe.
Yep.
Ben Atigwe. He changed his
That's
number.
right.
He was 4 on the roster, and they put him in 14 tonight.
There we go.
So Cherokee will take over, first down and 10. We've got an injured Chief. The drive will start at the 16-yard line with 1 minute and 7 seconds to play in the first quarter. And being helped to the near sideline that is Colby Roberts, who had the return. So Cherokee, let me do some math here real quick. Let's see here. 16 yards rushing and about 22 yards passing. So off to a slow start offensively. First down and 10. This drive will start at the 16. As the sun goes down over Cherokee tonight. McHenry, pass caught at the 20-yard line, and going to a knee as he slipped was Golden. Lathan Golden with his second reception, taking back his third reception of the night. That one's good for 4. And right now, if you're Coach Bryce Schombacher, you're just wanting to put together a drive, make something happen.
Yep, first downs. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just get the chains moving and eat up some time on the clock.
And they've done that on a couple of drives here. They've just come up empty, but they have ran some clock. But, boy, Dewar just scores so quickly when they have the football. Second down and 6. And McHenry this time. And he'll not get back to the line of scrimmage as they just collapsed on him. And leading the way, I think it's Jaden Maxwell.
Yep, nose guard, number 56.
So the loss of 1 back to the 19 and brings up third down at about 7 or 8. First quarter at long last comes to an end. It's been all Dewar. They lead Cherokee 28-0. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Imagine a school with more than 26,000 enrollments per year, cultivating opportunities for students to develop new skills and gain industry-recognized certification. Now imagine a corporate training center that partners with more than 500 local businesses each year, providing a productive and prepared workforce for employers in Oklahoma through customized training. Now, imagine a community resource who believes our business thrives when our community thrives. We aren't just the local Votech, we are Autry Technology Center.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back, always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Pretty good first quarter for the Dewar Dragons. They lead Cherokee 28-0 as they score 4 times. A Zach Mullen 44-yard run, a 3-yard run by Nevin Corbin, a 41-yard run by Mullen, and a Nevin Corbin 64-yard run late in that first quarter. Tom Nelson and the coach Randy Turney with you from Cherokee tonight. Our producer engineer tonight is Caden DeFortune, and on camera tonight, Jacob Woody. Once again, we just keep the Cashin crew just gets deeper and deeper as we bring on more Cashin players, or former players. But they do a good job helping us out on the Squirtle Game of the Week, and we appreciate them very much. Here's a score of a game that I was interested in following along. We saw Pioneer last week as they lost to Shattuck. They're on the road out in Laverne, where you always get fed really well when you go out there. Did you ever go to Laverne with me?
No. I've been there in basketball, and it's always good hospitality.
Yep. Well, Laverne leads Pioneer 12-0 with 3 minutes to play in the first quarter out there.
Jeremy Hickman's listening to us on the Squirtle Game of the Week.
There you go. Glad to have him aboard.
Former staff member and student here at Cherokee High School.
He's down the road now at Timberlake, right?
Yes, sir.
They had a big win last night over Ringwood. Fake the give, and the quarterback, McHenry, carries it up the middle. He'll get first down yardage out across the 25-yard line to the 28. That's a nice gain on first down. He'll pick up 9.
They've had better luck throughout the game running up inside the guards than they have trying to do stuff on the perimeter.
So first down and 10 at the 28-yard line. Cherokee on the near sideline. The red uniforms, Dewar. The road whites and the orange numbers, black helmets. They're feeling a lot better about this trip to Northwest Oklahoma than they did when they came out here last December and got beat by Balco Forgan in the state semifinals at Selby Stadium in Enid. There's a completed pass across the 40-yard line. Colby Roberts makes the catch. Glad to see him back in there. And the best throw from Kai McHenry we've seen tonight.
You bet. He threw that right on the money and on the sideline there and had a little zip on it.
15 yards on the hookup. Colby Roberts, his second catch of the night. First down and 10. Right now, the home fans here just want to see a little bit of success. You're down by 4 touchdowns, which, to be honest with you, in 8-man football can be made up in a hurry, but Dewar looks pretty darn good tonight. First down and 10. And it's McHenry this time. He'll pick up 3 or 4 across the 45-yard line to the 46, gaining 3. What Bryce Schonbacher has done with this program here at Cherokee over the years, it's hard to believe. This is his 15th season. I remember coming up here and doing a game the year before he came. They were 0-10. It came up for homecoming, and they were being 45 in the first half. They had to get to halftime to do homecoming, and then the game was over, basically. If I remember right, I think we might have played a play into the third quarter. I think the other team kind of took it easy on him so they could have a game that goes into the third quarter. And this program, Bryce Schonbacher came in the next year, and they turned things around, won the state championship in 2010. He's really done a great job with this program.
Now he's doing double duty.
Yeah, he's the superintendent.
That's right.
Here now.
He's got his plate full.
So it'll be 2nd down and 12. Back at the 41-yard line. We've got college football tomorrow. I cannot wait. There's a long pass by McHenry looking for Colby Roberts, incomplete, and there's going to be pass interference as Christian Cargola was hand checking him down the field. So that should give Cherokee another first down. And I was looking at my stat sheet. What did they say?
I was that kind of.
What the heck?
I don't know. He just picked the flag up. Maybe it's uncatchable. I don't know. I didn't think there was any interference. I think they're both going for the football. The defensive player's got as much right to it as an offensive player.
So it's 2nd down and 10. Or 2nd and 12, excuse me. McHenry looking left this time. Ball caught. Not a whole lot there as immediately Keelan Berry will take him down. Pass will gain 4 to the 45-yard line. Third catch of the night for Colby Roberts. And 3rd down and 8 as we'll tick under 10 minutes to play in the second quarter. This has been a long ball game. Of course, when you score 28 points in the first quarter, that's going to happen. And Dewar scored them quick.
And we've had lots of penalties.
Yeah, lots of penalties in this one.
On both sides.
McHenry gets rid of it. He was running for his life. It's incomplete as he was chased down by Nia Corbin.
Yeah, those two defensive ends, I'm telling you, every time he drops back to throw, they're in his face.
So it'll be 4th down and 8. And they will punt the ball away as Colby Roberts will stand back inside his 35.
Another flag.
Another special teams flag. We've seen a lot of them tonight. It is the opener for Dewar. This is Cherokee's second game. And this one will go against Dewar. Yep, 5 yards. And if I'm Cherokee, I might think about going now. May as well go for it. The midfield stripe. And Cherokee will burn a timeout to talk about that.
Yeah.
We'll take it with them. 9:41 to play in the first half, 28-0. Dewar on top. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance. Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging work seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorse Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorse get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Are you looking for a local, reliable propane provider? Earnhardt Oil and Propane has been serving customers throughout Oklahoma since 1971. Let them tailor a pricing option to fit your budget. Avoid winter price spikes with easy pay, steady, predictable monthly payments you can count on. Need more fuel options? They also offer bulk fuel delivery, DEF, lubricants, and supplies for your business, all at competitive prices. For reliability 3 generations strong, call Earnhardt Oil and Propane at 866-270-1279 or visit www.earnhardtpropane.com.
9:41 to play in the first half, 28-0. The lead for Dewar over Cherokee. Cherokee started this drive back at their 16-yard line with a minute to play in the first quarter. Now we're into the second quarter. They're across midfield, right at midfield of the 50-yard line. And they'll go for it on 4th down and 3 after the penalty, and now it's going to be 4th down and 8. Because somebody jumped to the left side. I think that is.
He may change his mind now and decide to punt.
Yeah, Brant Fales, I think, jumped. They were going to punt before.
It was 85.
Alberto Alvarez, right guard. So on 4th and 8, they might punt again, might try to punt again. It looks like that's what Dewar thinks. And, yep, Colby Roberts will step back inside his 35 and try it. Dewar has not been stopped tonight. We'll see what Cherokee can do right here. Pretty good punt that's going to hang up there. The return from the 20-yard line. Running room for Cole Miller, and Miller out to the 39. Nice return. Quick little 19-yard return. And once again, pretty darn good starting field position for Dewar. They've had a lot of that tonight. 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line, their own 39. And this drive will start with 9:31 to play in the first half. You take a look at the starting field position for Dewar. The Cherokee 44, the Cherokee 40, their own 45, their own 36, and now their own 39-yard line. And on 1st down, it's Corbin bouncing right, and 1st down yardage out across midfield. And mark it to the 49-yard line. So on 1st down, he'll gain 12. He's impressive, up over 100 yards rushing already, a couple of touchdowns. Looking good. And up the middle, here's your quarterback. And there goes Zach Mullen to the 10-yard line to the 5, touchdown. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the ball game, his 3rd long rushing touchdown of the ball game. That is 48 yards.
Yeah, he don't carry much, but when he does, it's pretty productive. Yeah. He's got to get a long stride. I think he's a little bit faster than he looks because he got a long stride.
Well, he's got 3 carries for 3 touchdowns of 44, 41, and 48 yards. I'm going to have fun keeping an eye on this guy this year because I was impressed with the way he could throw the football, but he showed us something with his feet tonight.
Yeah, they got to get a pretty good 1-2 punch there with him and Corbin.
And on the jet sweep around the right side, he'll come up short. I believe that is Lathan Golden made the tackle. 9 minutes and 11 seconds to play in the first half. Now 34-0, the lead for Dewar. We'll take a break. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
This is your moment. You've got what it takes. The grit to get from first steps to finishing touches. You're here to train, to put in the hours. Because today's hard work gives you an edge. To get hired, to earn more, to fine-tune a future to be proud of. Career Tech. Get skilled, get paid.
Dewar has run 18 plays tonight and scored 6 touchdowns, 5 touchdowns. And they lead 34-0. And that ball is free and finally covered by an up man, Nathan Phillips. A 2-play, 61-yard drive. It took 20 seconds off the clock. Zach Mullen scores from 48 yards out. 2-point conversion run, no good. 34-0 with 9:11 to play in the first half. It has been all Dewar, and they've been very impressive. They probably know they're going to have to come back out to Northwest Oklahoma on the road to the Gold Ball, and they are getting a pretty good feel for it tonight. So this drive will start at the 30-yard line for the Chiefs with 9:11 to play in the first half. McHenry to throw. Ball caught, 45-yard line. Catch by Zach Heller, his first catch of the night. The tackle by Triton Mack, cornerback. So they'll be to the 49-yard line. The Chief 49, a gain of 19.
When McHenry's had time to throw the football, he's done a very good job.
So first down and 10. That was dropped, the 45-yard line. Bring up second down and 10. I think that's Golden. Yep. Pretty impressive. The Dewar Dragons looking good tonight. Second down and 10, option near side. McHenry pitches late. Boy, that was nearly too late, right to Phillips, and Phillips is pushed out of bounds. He might have gained a yard to give him a good spot. They won't. He's going to get no gain. Actually, he'll lose a yard. Now, they're going to, let's say no gain. It's close, though.
Yeah, Corbin and I think the other defensive end, man, they hit McHenry just as he threw that, pitched that ball.
So now third down and 11. Clock stop with 8:35 to play in the first half. McHenry to throw again across the middle. Caught.
Caught and good check.
Yep. Inside the 45-yard line down to the 43, and that's a nice catch.
Number 50.
Colby Roach.
Yep.
So to bring up fourth down, the gain down to the 44-yard line, so a little 4-yard hookup to Colby Roach, who makes his first catch of the year. He was one of those kids that was injured last year and missed a lot of time.
He caught that in traffic with 2 linebackers there on both sides of him. Great catch.
So fourth down and 2, they'll go for it. Oh, off the fingertips, incomplete, intended for Zach Heller. Could have had that one, had to dive for it, but Dewar is going to take over first down and 10. That drive will come to an end. So the Dragons will take over in their own territory at the 43-yard line. With 7:55 to play. Now you take a look at what they've done offensively. 2 plays, 7 plays, their longest drive. 5 plays, 2 plays, and 2 plays. So first down and 10. Zach Miller, 1 for 4 passing for 10 yards. Over 100 yards rushing with 3 carries for 44, 41, and 48 yards. Do the math, and he fumbles the football and falls back on it. Actually, the ball carry, that wasn't the quarterback. That was Cargola. He's the backup quarterback. He's in there. So Christian Cargola came in for a play.
Short-lived.
Yeah.
Because number 11's back out there.
In traffic across the middle, that ball is caught across midfield. Down to the 40, we'll mark it at the 49. So it'll be 3rd down and 2. They're going to push the tempo. Hand off. Corbin bounces near side, uses the stiff arm, gets the first down across the 45-yard line down to the 43. Now mark him at the 44. Gaining 5.
Stopped by McHenry for the Chiefs.
126 yards rushing on 11 carries for Nevin Corbin. 133 yards rushing on 3 carries for Zach Mullen. Mullen, ball is the crossing pattern, the slant incomplete. Brings up 2nd down and 10.
Both those slants that he's thrown today, he's hit them a little bit low. He's had them open, but throw them about down the knees.
You know, coming into the season, Coach Bean, you know, he thought his team would be inexperienced, young, and there goes your quarterback, Mullen. What a transfer. What a kid to move in from Chakota. He can take care of a lot of issues down to the 25-yard line, gaining 19 on that carry.
First time he's carried the ball and hadn't scored.
Exactly right.
He's 3 for 4.
1st down and 10 at the 26-yard line. The score's 34-0, almost halfway through the second quarter. It's been all Dewar tonight as they make the drive in from the eastern part of the state out south of Tulsa down by Henrietta. I'm going to give it to the fullback this time, and this is a carry. I think Tyler Sullivan will get his first carry of the night. Down to the 20-yard line, picking up about 6. So 2nd down and 5 at the 20. As they're on the march, they're in the red zone now.
Cargola is the quarterback.
And he'll call his own number on a little quarterback draw, and he'll push the pile before he's pushed back. He'll get within about a yard or 2 of the first down stick. From the 20-yard line down to the 17, gaining 3. So 3rd down and short. Dewar has not been stopped. They've scored every possession. Cargola this time will hand off, and 1st down yardage on the run that time. That's Sullivan again.
Yep, number 22.
Yep. And so Sullivan will gain down to the 12, gain of 5. And right to the end zone for Cargola. Touchdown. Your backup quarterback looks pretty darn good as well.
Yep. Going to run the option that time. Didn't have to. Saw a seam there between the guard and the end and took it right down the middle for the score.
Christian Cargola from 12 yards out to make it 40-0. Here's the 2-point conversion. And into the end zone for 2 goes Sullivan. 42-0, 4:55 to play in the first half. We'll take a break and be right back. You're watching the Game of the Week on Scortal, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Scott Streller and team have been proudly serving the Edmond community for over 30 years. At the Streller Agency, we take pride in offering premier service and the highest quality insurance available. Auto, home, life, and more. Our award-winning team has over 150 years combined experience to offer, and we're always working hard to make sure you never have to worry and always have peace of mind. So call or visit StrellerAgency.com today for your custom quote.
Alfalfa Electric Cooperative in Cherokee, Oklahoma is proud to be member-owned. We have been providing affordable and dependable service to communities in Oklahoma and Kansas since 1937. Ask about our Smart Hub app, where you can pay your bills, report outages, and check usage. At Alfalfa Electric Cooperative, we strive every day to be the best we can be, and we encourage all our local athletes to do the same. Go Chiefs!
Now Christian Cargola, the backup quarterback, scores from 12 yards out. And the backup running back gets the 2-point conversion. Tyler Sullivan, a 5'6", 175-pound senior. 8 plays, 57 yards, and exactly 3 minutes in the nose. It's 42-0 with 4:55 to play in the first half.
Crimson Hillsdale leading Corn Bible 16-12 at half.
That's a good ball game. Return out across the 25-yard line to the 27. That's Golden on the return. So now Cherokee will take over.
Sealing's ended their game, beating Surreal 46-0. So played one half.
This drive will start with 4:53 to play. Kai McHenry looked not too bad on that last drive. A couple of nice passes. Pass completions. This Cherokee team will they'll be good by the end of the year. They've run into a buzzsaw tonight. This Dewar team is pretty darn good, but that's why you play these games. You just want to get better. McHenry wants to run to the near sideline, and he'll be upended after a gain of about 3 or so. Naya Corbin was in there, maybe another Dragon.
Yeah, Christian Cargola. Playing defensive back.
Tell you what, McHenry's quick, but boy, they closed in a hurry. Second down and 7. And this time it's Nathan Phillips, and Phillips out to the 35-yard line, just shy of the first down. They got a chance to move the chains here. It'll be third down and short.
Yeah, good quick burst there by Phillips. Pick up some good yardage. Need a first down right here to keep the chains moving.
Third down and 2. Handed off to Phillips. First down and more near sideline across the 40-yard line to the 46.
Flag.
Was that near the end of the play? I didn't see
Yeah.
where it was. Okay, they might tack this one on.
Yeah, I think it might be a face mask. We'll see.
Gain of 11 on the carry.
There you go.
So add 15 yards. That'll put Cherokee across midfield into Dewar territory, and they've not been there very much. Let's see here. Didn't make it on the first drive. Didn't make it on the second drive. Didn't make it on the third drive. Made it to the 50-yard line on the fourth drive. And they made it on the last drive. They've been across midfield once. They've been to the 50 twice, across the 50, and just 2 times. This will be the third time they've been into Dewar territory. Pass caught about the 36-yard line. That is, I think it's Zach Heller.
Yep, number 15.
Gain of 2.
5'11" junior.
Zach Keller's second catch of the night. Pump fake, throw near sideline, and the receiver knocked down. That'll be pass interference. That time they'll get Cargola as he knocked down Golden.
That was pretty easy to call.
That's an easy one to call.
It was a tackle while the ball was in the air. It was so easy, there was 2 flags that flew.
That's right. Stick around. Coming up at halftime, we will Go through the first half scoring and stats. We'll have the Squirtle scoreboard. Take a look at a lot of action from across the state. And they'll mark this one down inside the 25-yard line, down to the 22. And they get the 21. So 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line. Phillips this time. And stays on his feet to pick up, well, get back to the line of scrimmage. That's just about it. I thought that second effort might get him something, but his knee went down, so no gain. Clock will run with 2:20 to play in the first half. It's been all Dewar, 42-0. And it is, you don't like to talk about this, but you do have to. It's part of the ball game. It looks like we will get into the second half because Cherokee is moving the football. Dewar, if they scored one more time, we'd go home at halftime. McHenry to the end zone. This game tonight, they have put together some drives. They've not finished anything yet. And McHenry's going to be sacked back at the 27-yard line, losing 6. That'll bring up 4th down and long.
Yeah, nose guard, number 56 again, Jaden Maxwell.
Jaden Maxwell, who Coach Bean says, I think he's the most experienced, the biggest leader on this team. It's where the leadership comes from on this Dewar squad. So 4th down now and about 17 or so. Back at the 27-yard line. Empty the backfield. McHenry to the end zone, overshoots Zach Heller again, and Dewar will take over.
He had to get rid of that. There was like 3 or 4 guys right in his face. He didn't have any time to read coverage or anything.
As Glenn Fry sung about so eloquently back in the 80s, the heat was on.
It was on. It was on.
So Dewar takes over, and let's see what they decide to do here. They've got 1 minute and 3 seconds to play in the first half, which they've scored most of their touchdowns in drives shorter than that. But they do have quite a ways to go. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line. And if they could score, we would go home early.
Tell you what, Covington Douglas, 38, Medford 6. Covington Doctor first game, but by 2 points to Timberlake. So I think that got a pretty good football team this year.
I think they do. I think they do. 1st down and 10. Cargola's back in there at quarterback. The handoff up the middle. It looks like that Dewar would be content to take this one to the locker room and get into halftime leading 42-0. 7-yard carry. And the carry again across the 40-yard line. That's Cargola. So he'll end up gaining 7. Sullivan this time angles off right guard. Not a whole lot there. Give him 3 with under 25 seconds to play in the first half. And probably one more play here. Cargola will throw it. A pitch near side. Sullivan to the near sideline to the 50, and he'll go out of bounds. Nope, the clock's going to run. And he'll gain to the 48. Well, they should. Was it a first down? They should have stopped the clock while they set the sticks. They won't, though.
I think it was first down.
Gain of 8, and we've arrived at halftime. Very, very impressive first 24 minutes for the Dewar Dragons. They come on the road to Cherokee. They lead 42-0. Our halftime show begins after this. So glad to have you with us on the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Dr. Devin Nightingale is your chiropractic choice in North Edmond with easy access from Cashion, Guthrie, Luther, and all the Oklahoma City surrounding areas. As a former college athlete, Dr. Nightingale understands the importance of a fully functioning body to gain that competitive edge. Also certified in prenatal and pediatric treatments, Dr. Nightingale sees all types of patients, ranging from 2 weeks old to 97 years old. We offer conservative treatments to get you back in the game, whether you're a weekend warrior or a professional athlete. So give us a call at 405-471-5565 for a free consultation today.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
With over 24 flavors of iced tea, HTO is your new destination for the best premium water and iced tea in all of Oklahoma. Offering around 500 drink combinations and half-price tea during happy hour, this is your ultimate tea playground. With a location open in Ardmore and numerous locations coming soon, including the Village in South Oklahoma City, be sure to stop by HTO and experience the best tea you've ever sipped on.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news! The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options and lots of places to buy, but only one choice for an auto loan. Communication Federal Credit Union.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
It's time to stop worrying about what's for dinner. Whether you're planning an event or just need meals at your doorstep, let Devlin prepare and deliver fresh food wherever and whenever you need it. Choose from our variety of fresh catering and prepped meals and enjoy the delicious, nutritious food you deserve. Do what you do best while Devlin takes care of the rest. Visit devlinllc.com to see what we can do for you.
For over 50 years, Tulsa Tech has helped people find new career paths, jobs, and a successful future. We've partnered with Tulsa businesses to grow our economy and help train the workforce of our community. During these uncertain times, one thing is for sure. Tulsa Tech will be here when life returns to normal, helping people make their own path. We will get through this together.
Are you looking for a bank that provides excellent security and safety for your account information? Then Bank Central is made for you. When you use our website, bcna.com, you can pay bills, check account balances, download statements, and even manage your debit card. With our mobile app, you can do all that, plus make deposits as easily as taking a picture with your phone. Talk to a CSR at any of our 6 locations to find the products that work best for your banking needs. At Bank Central, we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
Banking is as easy as ACB. At ACB Bank, you get a local community bank with all the conveniences of a big bank. With friendly staff and local service, they make your banking experience simple. They offer online bill pay, mobile banking, and now mobile deposit. You can download the ACB Bank app in the App Store or Google Play. Drop by your local branch today in Cherokee, Wacomas, and Garber, or visit them online at acbbank.net. ACB Bank. Modern banking. Traditional values.
Stream with Pioneer iVideo and more. Live, recorded, on demand, all in HD. Easily find and watch your favorite shows and movies. Anywhere, on any device, perfect for the entire family. And easy to use. Enjoy Pioneer iVideo today.
Imagine a school with more than 26,000 enrollments per year, cultivating opportunities for students to develop new skills and gain industry-recognized certification. Now imagine a corporate training center that partners with more than 500 local businesses each year, providing a productive and prepared workforce for employers in Oklahoma through customized training. Now, imagine a community resource who believes our business thrives when our community thrives. We aren't just the local Votech, we are Autry Technology Center.
Halftime in Cherokee, the Dewar Dragons on top of the Cherokee Chiefs 42-0 in our Squirtle Game of the Week, brought to you by High Plains Insurance. Tom Nelson with you, the coach Randy Turney. Let's go back and recap the first half scoring-wise. And a lot of short fields and quick touchdowns for the Dragons. They took over to start their first possession at the Cherokee 44-yard line, scored in 2 plays. A 44-yard run by the quarterback, Zach Mullen. Took 37 seconds off the clock with 11:23 to play in the first quarter. It was 6-0. Dewar scored again after a short drive by Cherokee. They punted the ball away. They gave Cherokee good field position, gave Dewar good field position, starting at their own Cherokee 40-yard line. Took them 7 plays to cover the 40 yards at 1 minute and 13 seconds. And it was Nevin Corbin scoring from 3 yards out. Corbin got the 2-point conversion run. 8:33 to play, actually 8:37 to play in the first quarter. It's 14-0 Dewar at that point. On Cherokee's drive, they started on their own 9-yard line, got the ball out to midfield and across midfield down to the 36, but gave it up on 4th down. And Dewar took over at the Cherokee, or at their own 45-yard line, scored in 5 plays, 55 yards, and a 41-yard touchdown run by the quarterback, Zach Mullen. 2-point conversion pass, Mullen to Ashton Huckins to make it 22-0 with 3 minutes and 12 seconds to play in the first quarter. 5 plays, 55 yards, and 1 minute 33 for the touchdown drive. 3 and out as Cherokee had to punt. Sets up Dewar on their own 36-yard line. They score in 2 plays. 64-yard drive in 15 seconds, and it was Nevin Corbin with the 64-yard run. 2-point conversion was no good. The pass incomplete. Made it 28-0 with 1 minute and 11 to play in the first quarter. At the end of one quarter, the score, 28-0, Dewar on top. Another empty drive for Cherokee. They punted the ball away. Dewar took over on their own 39-yard line and scored in 2 plays, 61 yards in 20 seconds. Zach Mullen again, the 48-yard run, 2-point conversion, no good. Made it 34-0. Cherokee took over on their own 30-yard line, drove the ball across midfield down to the 44 of Dewar before the drive came to an end. They went forward on 4th down. So Dewar took over on their own 43. 8 plays, 57 yards in 3 minutes. Then it was the backup quarterback, Christian Cargola, scoring from 12 yards out. And the 2-point conversion by the backup running back, Tyler Sullivan, backup tailback, made it 42-0 with 4:55 to play in the first half, and that is where we are at halftime. It's all Dewar leading 42-0. We'll take a break, come back with the score, with the stats, and a little later on we'll have the Squirtle scoreboard. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging work seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorse Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorse get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Are you looking for a local, reliable propane provider? Earnhardt Oil and Propane has been serving customers throughout Oklahoma since 1971. Let them tailor a pricing option to fit your budget. Avoid winter price spikes with easy pay, steady, predictable monthly payments you can count on. Need more fuel options? They also offer bulk fuel delivery, DEF, lubricants, and supplies for your business, all at competitive prices. For reliability 3 generations strong, call Earnhardt Oil and Propane at 866-270-1279 or visit www.earnhardtpropane.com. The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
This is your moment. You've got what it takes. The grit to get from first steps to finishing touches. You're here to train, to put in the hours. Because today's hard work gives you an edge. To get hired, to earn more, to fine-tune a future to be proud of. Career Tech. Get skilled, get paid.
Halftime in Cherokee. Tom Nelson with you. The coach Randy Turney. Adam gets tonight off after he worked last night over at Hominy. But let's go ahead and take a look at some of the numbers from the first half of this one. First of all, for Cherokee, 18 rushes for 39 yards. Kai McHenry, 10 rushes for 15. Nathan Phillips has 8 carries for 24 to lead the way on the ground. Through the air, Kai McHenry is 10 for 20 for 71 yards passing. Colby Roberts has 3 receptions for 27 yards. Zach Heller has 2 catches for 22. Lathan Golden, 3 catches for 19. Colby Roach, a catch for 4 as well. And then Nathan Phillips has a catch for no yards gained. So 38 offensive plays for Cherokee, 110 yards. They're averaging 2.9 yards per play. For Dewar, 23 rushes, 378 rushing yards in the first half. You've got Nevin Corbin, 11 carries for 126 yards and a couple of rushing touchdowns. You've got Zach Mullen, the quarterback, 4 carries for 151 yards rushing. Christian Cargola has 3 carries for 22. And then that backup tailback, Tyler Sullivan, has 5 carries for 29. So they have grounded out 23 carries, 378 yards. They haven't ground out anything. Boy, they've been just eating up the yardage in huge chunks. Through the air, Zach Mullen is 1 for 6 for 10 yards, 29 offensive plays, 388 yards of total offense. Dewar is averaging 16.4 yards per play. And on the scoreboard, they lead 42-0. We'll take a break before we get third quarter action. We'll check that Squirtle scoreboard when we continue. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Scott Streller and team have been proudly serving the Edmond community for over 30 years. At the Streller Agency, we take pride in offering premier service and the highest quality insurance available. Auto, home, life, and more. Our award-winning team has over 150 years combined experience to offer, and we're always working hard to make sure you never have to worry and always have peace of mind. So call or visit StrellerAgency.com today for your custom quote.
Alfalfa Electric Cooperative in Cherokee, Oklahoma is proud to be member-owned. We have been providing affordable and dependable service to communities in Oklahoma and Kansas since 1937. Ask about our Smart Hub app, where you can pay your bills, report outages, and check usage. At Alfalfa Electric Cooperative, we strive every day to be the best we can be, and we encourage all our local athletes to do the same. Go Chiefs!
Dr. Devin Nightingale is your chiropractic choice in North Edmond with easy access from Cashion, Guthrie, Luther, and all the Oklahoma City surrounding areas. As a former college athlete, Dr. Nightingale understands the importance of a fully functioning body to gain that competitive edge. Also certified in prenatal and pediatric treatments, Dr. Nightingale sees all types of patients, ranging from 2 weeks old to 97 years old. We offer conservative treatments to get you back in the game, whether you're a weekend warrior or a professional athlete. So give us a call at 405-471-5565 for a free consultation today.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
Just about ready for the third quarter as Dewar on top of Cherokee 42-0. Before we get back to the third quarter, let's take a look at the scoreboard. The coach will check the scoreboard for us. Coach, go ahead.
Yeah, Fairview leading Chisholm 48-8. Fairview should have a really good season this year. You got a lot of returners from last year that went a long ways. Pawhuska on top of Cashion tonight, 22-13 at half. Alva on top of Thomas, 20-12. The Enid Plainsman on top of the Ponca City Wildcats, 20-14. Kingfisher and Weatherford's always a really good football game early in the reel. The Jackets are leading Weatherford 24-14. Garber on top of Summit Christian 38-27. A lot of points scored there. Other scores in Class C, Wacomas on top of Buffalo 36-6. Crimmon Hillsdale still leading Corn Bible 16-12. Turpin 46, Tyrone nothing. Canton 48, Gary 14. Mountain View Godebo 46, Maysville 12. Yale on top of Coyle 32-14. Tipton 44, Alex 8. Welch 34, Copan 0. Sharon Mutual 22, Beaver nothing at halftime. The Railroaders at Winoka must have really good football team, ranked number 3 on top of the Old King Whippets 42-0. Covington Douglas on top of Medford 38-6. And Granville and Pale no score. Timberlake last night defeating Ringwood 68-18, and Pine Creek Hunter beating Deer Creek Lamont 50-0 last night.
Take a look at some scores in Class B from the scoreboard. South Coffeyville trailing Porham 28-12. And Drumright over Depew 34-14. Wetumpka JV leading Sasakwa tonight 44-12. Turpin over Tyrone 46-0. Arcoma over Midway 24-14 in the third. Waletka has beaten Gans 56-0. Canton over Geary, I think you had that one 48-14. Wesleyan Christian leading Webbers Falls 48-32. That ball game's the half. Webbers Falls in that district over there with Dewar. We've got Yale over Coyle 32-14 at the half. Keota leads Strother. That's a final now 50-0. OBA over Southwest Covenant 36-20 in the second quarter. Tipton over Alec 44-8. Waurika over Destiny Christian 56-6. That's a final. Hollis leading Wilson 30-6 at the half. Welch over Copan 34-0 at the half. Sealing over Cyril 46-0. That's a final. Sharon Mutual leads Beaver, who Cherokee beat last week 22-0 at the half. Covington Douglas 38, Medford 6 at the half. Laverne now leading Pioneer 26-8. That ball game at the half. Barnsdall over Foyle 44-0 in the third. And Wetumpka over Quinton 26-12. That's a final. And that is what I've got on the Class B scoreboard, and we're just in time for the third quarter. It's been all Dewar. They lead 42-0, and they will kick it away. Cherokee will get the first possession of the third quarter under the lights here in Cherokee on the artificial turf. And the return on coming to the near sideline is Colby Roberts, and he'll get the ball out near the 20-yard line. Take it back. That's not Roberts. That is Zach Heller on the return. So Cherokee will take over 1st down and 10 as they will start the first drive of the third quarter. 110 yards total offense for the Chiefs, 39 on the ground, 71 through the air. And they need to keep Dewar out of the end zone, which they've only done one time when the first half ran out. Kai McHenry fumbles the football. Ball is loose. Who comes up with it? Could Dewar get the short field right here? Nope, it will stay with Cherokee, but the loss back inside the 15-yard line to the 14. So a loss on 1st and 10 makes it 2nd down and 16, a loss of 6.
Dewar had the first shot at it, but he rolled over it.
They did.
And Cherokee got it back.
So now Cherokee finding themselves right behind the 8 ball. 2nd down and long inside their 15-yard line, needing to move the football just to keep the game going. Because if they would give the ball to Dewar right here, it might get over pretty quick. Quick hitter right side. Little inside screen pass is caught and a couple 3 yards on the completion. It's Heller again. So Zach Heller makes the catch out to the 18, so give him 4. For Zach Heller, his 3rd catch of the night, so now 3rd down and 12. First minute of the third quarter. It's been a long night for the home fans here in Cherokee. They will play Shattuck next week. Wow. McHenry. Is that picked off? It is. It's intercepted.
So. Yep.
Pick was made by Keelan Berry,
yep.
Cornerback.
Yep.
And they will have the short field now, needing 1 score to end the ball game.
Yep. Sophomore defensive back. Went down low and made a good catch.
Well, so 1st down and 10. The line of scrimmage is the 29-yard line. The drive will start with 10:54 to play. It's pretty cut and dried right here. Dewar scores, we go home. If they don't, we keep playing.
It looks like we got a host of reserves in there for Dewar.
You got Christian Cargola, the backup quarterback. Got Sullivan back in there at tailback. Tyler Sullivan.
They're going to throw the slant pass, it looked like.
Somebody jumped early, though, so it's going to be 1st down and 15. They'll move it back to the 34-yard line.
Same play. Slant over on the left side. Nope.
Fake the give, and Cargola has running room, but inside the 20-yard line. I thought I heard a whistle, but I guess I didn't. I thought I heard a whistle to stop the play, but there was a whistle. But did it come from the sideline or did it come from the field? They're talking about it right now. Cargola had gained down to about the 13-yard line, but there was an inadvertent whistle of some sort.
5-yard penalty. So
no, the 5-yard penalty puts it back to the 29, which was the original line of scrimmage.
He didn't throw a flag.
I just heard the whistle.
Yep.
They're just going to replay the down from the 29. And there goes Cargola again inside the 20. Pretty much got the yardage back that he didn't get on the last play. Didn't get credit for on the last play.
Yeah.
Down to the 18. He'll gain 11.
Defensive play there, McHenry on the tackle.
So now 3rd down and 4. And it's Sullivan picking his way right side. And I believe he'll get the 1st down. He was popped late. The ball is loose. Did Cherokee get the ball back? Nope, I think it'll stay with Dewar. It was covered, one of those big uglies in there.
He got popped pretty good that there at the end of that carry.
So the gain down to the 15-yard line, a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd down and about a yard or so. Cargola pitches out left side. That's a new ball carrier right there. That's a big boy, too.
There's a train wreck there on the sideline. I think that's McHenry. Yep.
That's Ashton Hawkins, 44. And they're going to give it to him again, angling right and just pulling the pile. He'll get down to the 3-yard line.
22's back in at tailback.
Sullivan back out there. Second down and goal. It's going to be Cargola stepping into the end zone for the touchdown, and that'll send us home. Christian Cargola, the second rushing touchdown of the night for him, as he will score from 3 yards out. And Dewar comes west. They make the 216-mile drive, and we go home early. Very, very impressive night. 48-0, the final score as Dewar goes to 1-0, and Cherokee falls to 1-1. And Coach, we talked about it all night. I wanted to see what Dewar's going to bring to the table. We'll see those guys in November and December.
You bet. They'll be playing after week 10 or 11, whatever it is.
Because you figure that the young and inexperienced team with a lot of talent is going to get some experience over the next 9 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
We'll take a break and come back with a quick post-game show and send you on your way. You can just watch the rest of our coverage all night long because we're done. 48-0 the final. Dewar over Cherokee. It's the game of the week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
With over 24 flavors of iced tea, HTO is your new destination for the best premium water and iced tea in all of Oklahoma. Offering around 500 drink combinations and half-price tea during happy hour, this is your ultimate tea playground. With a location open in Ardmore and numerous locations coming soon, including the Village in South Oklahoma City, be sure to stop by HTO and experience the best tea you've ever sipped on.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news! The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options and lots of places to buy, but only one choice for an auto loan. Communication Federal Credit Union.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
It's time to stop worrying about what's for dinner. Whether you're planning an event or just need meals at your doorstep, let Devlin prepare and deliver fresh food wherever and whenever you need it. Choose from our variety of fresh catering and prepped meals and enjoy the delicious, nutritious food you deserve. Do what you do best while Devlin takes care of the rest. Visit devlinllc.com to see what we can do for you.
For over 50 years, Tulsa Tech has helped people find new career paths, jobs, and a successful future. We've partnered with Tulsa businesses to grow our economy and help train the workforce of our community. During these uncertain times, one thing is for sure. Tulsa Tech will be here when life returns to normal, helping people make their own path. We will get through this together.
Are you looking for a bank that provides excellent security and safety for your account information? Then Bank Central is made for you. When you use our website, bcna.com, you can pay bills, check account balances, download statements, and even manage your debit card. With our mobile app, you can do all that, plus make deposits as easily as taking a picture with your phone. Talk to a CSR at any of our 6 locations to find the products that work best for your banking needs. At Bank Central, we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
Can't overstate it, a very impressive night for the Dewar Dragons as they come out to Cherokee in northwest Oklahoma and roll the Chiefs 48-0, a game that ends with 8:52 to play in the third quarter on the 45-point mercy rule. We're not going to recap all the scoring. We'll just tell you what happened in the second half. Basically, after Dewar led 42-0 at the half, Cherokee took the opening kickoff on their own 20-yard line, went backwards, and then Kai McHenry threw an interception, and that set up Dewar at the Cherokee 29-yard line, and they scored in 6 plays, 29 yards, and it was a 3-yard run by the backup quarterback, Christian Cargola. No 2-point conversion attempt because the game's over at that point. 48-0 is your final score. We'll go ahead and tell you the numbers here really quick. First of all, for Cherokee, 19 rushes for 33 yards. Leading rusher was Nathan Phillips, 8 carries for 24 yards. Kai McHenry had 11 carries for 9. Through the air, McHenry is 11 of 22 for 75 yards. No touchdowns, of course, and the 1 interception that led to the game-ending drive. 41 offensive plays for 108 total yards. For Dewar, 28 carries, 405 yards on the ground, so over 400 yards rushing in this ball game for them in a short game, a little over a half played. And it was 151 yards rushing on 4 carries for the quarterback, Zach Mullen, 3 rushing touchdowns. Nevin Corbin had 11 carries for 126 yards. He had a couple of rushing touchdowns as well. Tyler Sullivan had 6 carries for 32 yards. Ashton Hawkins had a couple of carries for 10 yards in that last drive. Christian Cargola scored the winning touchdown. He scored 2 rushing touchdowns, had 5 carries for 26 yards. Through the air, they didn't have to do it much. Dewar's 1 of 6 for 10 yards, 34 offensive plays for 415 yards. And once again, your final score is 48-0. And Coach Randy Turney, I don't know, you can just say it over and over and over, Dewar's darn good.
Yep, they are. Really good quarterback that they got moved in or transferred in is a really good player. And, of course, the running back, Corbin, got a lot of power and got a little bit of speed too. But and defensive line is good. They got a good football team.
You betcha. Jaden Maxwell on both sides of the ball. We talked about his leadership and the fact that he's probably the most experienced player they've got. We called his name quite a bit tonight as well. Just a very impressive effort by Josh Bean and his Dewar Dragons. They go to 1-0. They get next week off. They play 1 game, take a week off. They're going to be on the road at Depew in 2 weeks before they come home for their home opener the week after that against Arcoma. And for Cherokee, they will get a chance to host Shattuck here next week. So I tell you what, it doesn't get any easier for them as the Indians come to town. Then they will play Sealing. Sealing's really good this year. Balco Forgan on the road after that. OBA at Garber. It is a tough stretch for the Chiefs.
Yep, there'll be a lot of learning plans going on the next few weeks, but that's what you play for. Try to get better from week to week.
That's exactly right. We'll call a wrap on this one. Don't forget you can watch Pay Dirt and follow a bunch of games. 7 games now as ours has come to an end, but I'd like to thank the Squirtle crew for getting us on the air tonight. Our cameraman, Jacob Woody, and our producer-engineer is Caden LaFortune. We wish good luck and safe travels to the Dewar fans who are heading back 3.5 hours and 216 miles, but the drive seems a bit shorter when you have a big W, doesn't it, Coach?
It's right. It won't seem as long.
Once again, your final score, Cherokee falls at home tonight to the Dewar Dragons 48-0. The game ends with 8 minutes and 52 seconds to play in the third quarter. For the Squirtle crew, I'm Tom Nelson, and we will see you next time on the Squirtle High School Football Game of the Week, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.